So the Champions League group stage draw is done, and all I can say is the Kiburi FC, come outside. Come look at this by yourself, because I don't want you to hear it from somewhere else. Come look at this, because this is really hurting me, that we are going to face our top target signings, possible signings this summer against us at Old Trafford. We waited for them to come at Old Trafford, not for them to come and destroy Old Trafford. God, why now? Why? Anyway, this is how the groups looks like. So let's go from most difficult to the least difficult teams in all this draw, and who is proceeding and who is going to the Europa, of course, and who is going home. So my group stage, or group of death, is Group F. PSG, Dortmund, Milan, Newcastle. Simple. It is that simple. That is the group of death for me. Because in that group, it is so difficult to say who is who. Apart from, of course, Dortmund and PSG are easier to separate. You can say, that one PSG has got it. But the level of competition is in this group cannot be compared with any other. So Group F is the group of death for me. The most difficult group to get out of. But still, I'm rooting for PSG and Milan to get out. Beat the hell out of this Newcastle. Remind this Newcastle that they are still a small team. Waje kutusumbua huku Premier League. Show them who owns Champions League. If not, you will become the smallest club in my books. Group F. Be warned. Next group. A group that I think there will be a little bit of competition is actually Group B. Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, and Lens. Yes, the Gunners are already bragging about how easy it is that they're going to beat Sevilla, PSV. Lest they forget Arsenal. Remember when PSV held you in Europa League last season? You were struggling and you finished 2-2. So this is Champions League. I know you've not been here in 6 years. But this one is different. This is a bigger stage. So you are going to be seeing a higher level of competition. So this is not a group to play around and say, the easy. Arsenal is making it out. No, you are not out of the wood yet. Sevilla is always Sevilla. Unless they wake up in the morning and decide that their cup, or they dream of their cup before coming to your match. And they decide that they're going to be beaten intentionally so that they go back to their home, Europa League. If not, you are in for a very big trouble from PSV and Sevilla. So beat those two teams and it will be a walkover. If not, Arsenal is not easy. But still, I'm rooting that you are going to advance in the next stage. Group D, the next group that is not easy. Benfica, Inter, Salzburg, Real Sociedad. Yes, Inter might actually be the only team here that is difficult to play against, but still, Benfica and Salzburg is one hell of a competition that we cannot say categorically that Benfica is going to beat Salzburg. Remember, there was a time, I think this Salzburg, I don't know if it is Leipzig or Benfica that they eliminated, but this Salzburg team is not easy. Same to Real Sociedad. So we are up for a very surprising result in that Group D. But still, I'm rooting for Inter and Benfica to advance in that group. Another group to look out for is Manchester United, the Bayern, Manchester United, Cape Hagen, and Galatasaray. Another group. Because that group is hell for Manchester United. And whatever is hell for Manchester is damn difficult. I'm looking at the way we've started the season, I'm already having headache. Because Bayern is actually coming to destroy everything we've single-handedly built at Old Trafford. Yeah? So the dilemma in that Group A is actually who is going to be number 2. Number 1 is already obvious. Bayern is making it number 1. It is so wrong to actually watch Ken and Kim Min-jae, who was on top of our list this summer, against us at Old Trafford. God, we meant to play for us at Old Trafford, not against us. Why now? Anyway, the dilemma here is Galatasaray versus Manchester United. Who is making it number 2? I'm rooting for my team, obviously, but Galatasaray is a team that we cannot take lightly. So United, I have a way out. We have to hold Bayern at home. Then beat the hell out of Cape Hagen and Galatasaray, home and away. We can make it out of the woods. Otherwise, we are in for a very big shock. and a very embarrassing one at that. Oh God, I can't even. Group H is another group that not so difficult, but there is some competition. Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar, and Antwerp. Antwerp is out of it because this is just a new team in all this, so they're not so difficult to face. But Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar. Shakhtar is, from the name, it seems a confused club, but no. They are so much competitive than even Manchester United when it comes to Champions League. So we are actually up for a very big shock if they can even beat Barcelona away. So in this group, actually the best competition is going to be among those three: Porto, Barcelona, and Shakhtar. But I'm rooting for Barcelona and Shakhtar to advance. The next group is Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, Union, and Berlin. Berlin, Union, and Braga. Real Madrid and Napoli, Group C. So this group, there is no so much competition, but still we can be surprised. There's some pinch of surprises from that group too, because Napoli, Real Madrid, by the look of it, it is easier. But remember, Real Madrid, there is also a pinch of struggle in this season. So we don't know if they draw with Braga, Napoli beats them, then they might actually struggle. But still, I think Real Madrid is going to make it out of that group. But Braga Union is a competition that is so interesting to watch out for, especially if they prove difficult to Napoli and Real Madrid. That is why. The next group, a little bit competition, is Group G. Man City, Leipzig, I don't know that team because I'm hearing it for the first time, and Young Boys. Young Boys can be Young Boys, but for a team like Leipzig and Man City is a walkover. They're going to beat the hell out of these two. So the only competition here we are going to be witnessing is Man City and Leipzig, which is not so much, because the only struggle the City are going to face is when they are at Leipzig. But when they are at Man City, they're going to beat the hell out of these three teams. So City is going to finish number 1, Leipzig number 2. The last group, a group of jokers, group of jokes, is Group E. And every time they were drawing teams into it, I was like, what the hell is that group? What is even this team doing there? Yeah? They should even disband this Group G and like redistribute this team somewhere, because what the hell is here? It's like a standard 8 put in between play group. Yeah, I'm talking about Atletico Madrid. You know how physical Atletico Madrid is. To Lazio and Celtic, this is a walkover competition for them. They are going to beat the hell out of Lazio and Celtic. And then Feyenoord can only be difficult when they are away. But the Atletico is getting it easy in Group E. They are going to finish first. Feyenoord can be second. That's it, guys. But pray for Manchester. We need a very long fasting and prayerful week before this thing starts. Otherwise, we are in for a hell of embarrassment this season in Champions League. Guys, I can't tell you good night, but just think about what is awaiting Manchester in this competition. Good night.